I start?
I'll start first.
Okay, yeah,
Hi,
definitely.
friends. Good evening, everyone. Warm welcome, one and all, to the third session of Intrazone, India's largest retail intraday traders online conference. Friends, today we have the maverick of trading, Mr. Amit Seth from Punjab. I guess you have heard about his background if you had joined the call a little early. So he's a chartered accountant by profession, and he has been a part of the big five audit firms. He has been trading ever since 2006. Friends, he has double experience than me because I came in 2013. So this man has double the experience, and it's really a great pleasure to have him in our program today. Amit's primary focus is on price action, followed by momentum and trend, and he is one of the first few traders in India who bought the concept of market neutral pair trades. So if you want to know more about pair trading, you know whom you have to approach. And he has been also interviewed by Money Control and one of the well-known speaker on technical analysis in most of the platforms in our country. Well, Amit, it's a great pleasure and honor to have you on board today for our session. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation and willing to share your experience with us.
Okay.
So with
Thank
this,
you,
you
Ashok.
can proceed. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Ashok and Traders Gurukul for giving me this opportunity. And I would just like to correct Ashok at one place that I started my technical analysis in 2008, but it's only around 2013-14, honestly, when I got a grip of what I was doing. Before that, I was doing all kind of experiments using all kind of indicators and not doing so well. Every day I used to find some indicator, hoping now that this is what the holy grail is all about, and from tomorrow I'm going to make money. But it was not trading. It was actually the hunt for indicators. The thrill was finding a new indicator and not in the trading part of it. So it's only in the year 2012-13 that I got a hold of what I was doing. Things started falling in place, and I had some kind of a system in place which evolved over the years, and it is still evolving. As you know, technical analysis and learning is a continuous process. No one can say that he knows totally about the markets. Markets keep changing, and we have to evolve and adapt accordingly. With this, friends, I am going to start my session on intraday trading, the strategy which I am using. And before that, I would not take too much of the time on theory, but I would just like to discuss certain points before I come to my trading model. Friends, as you know, technical analysis and chart reading are both good skills for day trader to have, but without more than in-depth understanding of charts may be deceiving. What I'm trying to tell you here, friends, is that as I have spoken with Ashok also earlier, and as Harneet was also speaking yesterday, intraday trading should not be your first exposure to stock markets. If you want to learn technical analysis, I would tell you that intraday trading is the most difficult type of trading because you have very less reaction time. You have to take decision in a split of a second, and sometimes your trade will last not more than few minutes. So unless you really understand the markets, you really understand how the market works, you should not attempt intraday trading. You should start with cash market, buy let's say 100 shares, 200 shares, see how it works, learn, have an exposure, see how the markets work, then go to a bit of a positional setups if you want to do FNA, and only in the end you should try to attempt intraday trading when you have sufficient exposure of the markets. Second point, my friends, day trader uses only risk capital which they can afford to lose. The point I'm here trying to make is that you should not lose that much amount of capital in a single day that you are not in a position to open your desk the next day. So you should be very careful of what you are risking and what you are in return you're getting, what kind of reward. The third and the most important point is a strategy. Friends, unless you don't have a strategy, you should not enter the markets. And the strategy, you should backtest it. You should reasonably feel comfortable that this strategy has an edge. Only then, only then you should attempt intraday trading. Find a setup, make a setup, see whether that setup suits you or not, and only then attempt an intraday trades. The last thing is, friends, a profitable strategy is useless without discipline. Many traders end up losing a lot of money because they fail to make trades that meet their own criteria. As they say, plan the trade and trade the plan. Success is impossible without discipline. Friends, we may have a successful setup, but that is not enough. Sometimes what happens is that we know that our trade is heading for a stop loss, but our general reaction is, "अरे यार छोड़ो, शायद ये recover हो जाएगा." But that शायद doesn't help. 9 out of 10 times, it will turn into a bigger loss. So before entering any trade, decide what your stop loss level is. And only if you are comfortable to take that hit, only then you should go for that trade. You should not tinker with your stop loss, and you should be a very disciplined trader. Otherwise, instead of using a small amount of capital, you will end up losing a large amount of money. And this is not what we want. So strategy alone is not sufficient. For me, the most important part is discipline. Okay, friends, there are certain factors which make a good trading strategy. A good trading strategy should consider pattern. There are patterns in the market which keep on repeating. So we should know which patterns continuously repeat. It may be a price action pattern. It may be a pattern related to an indicator. It may be a pattern related to anything. Basically patterns which repeat in the market. The other thing that we should consider in a trading model is momentum, volatility, trend strength, volumes, and multi-time frame analysis. So if we have a combination of all this, we will have a good probability of success. Technical analysis uh, is all about probabilities. So in order to increase our probability, we should have some kind of a model which includes at least, if not all, at least 3 to 4 of these factors in that strategy. Okay, friends, the indicators that we are going to use for our strategy are Bollinger Bands, Relative Strength Index, ADX, and DMI. So these are the only 3 indicators on the basis of which we will plan our intraday strategy. I am going to discuss all these 3 indicators separately, and I am going to show you which aspect of these indicators we are going to use for our intraday strategy. Like Bollinger Band is a very vast topic. Relative Strength Index is a very vast topic. ADX DMI is a very vast topic. We cannot cover all this, and we do not need the entire gamut of strategies available for intraday trading. We will only use certain aspects of Bollinger Bands, certain aspect of Relative Strength Index, certain aspect of ADX DMI for the purposes of planning our intraday strategy. Okay, friends, for the purposes of our strategy, let me make it very clear that we will be using 15-minute time frame. And for multi-time frame analysis, we are going to use the 60-minute time frame. Our entries and exit are going to be based on 15-minute time frame, and our multi-time frame analysis to increase our probability will be based on 60-minute time frame. Friends, we are intraday traders. Our day starts at 9:15 and it ends at 3:30. So whatever we have to do during that time limit. We have to enter and exit a trade during the day. So we are not carrying our positions to next day. So as intraday traders, it is important for us to determine the trend. The trend might be up, the trend might be down, the trend might be sideways. So our whole idea is that we have to find the trend for the day. कल क्या हुआ था? What happened yesterday is of no relevance to us. What will happen tomorrow is also of no relevance to us. मार्केट्स कल गिरी थी, हमें उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है. मार्केट्स कल क्या होने वाली है, हमें उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है. What we have to identify is what is my trend for the day. We as intraday traders are only concerned that during the day, is the trend up, is the trend down, is the trend sideways, and once we have been able to identify that, we must know when to enter, where to enter, and how to exit and close our terminal by 3:30. I am not going into daily, weekly, monthly charts. I will keep it simple. Entries and exits will be based on 15-minute time frame. Confirmation for multi-time frame analysis will come from the 60-minute time frame, and all our strategies must end during the day. I mean, all our trades must be over during the day. Okay, so friends, I would start with Bollinger Bands. As you all know, we all know that Bollinger Bands were developed by Alexander Bollinger. Bollinger Bands basically use two parameters, period and standard deviation. The default value is 20 and two standard deviations. I would like to keep the combination as same and I would not change these combinations. Now, the most important of aspect of Bollinger Band is which we are going to use for our intraday strategies. Don't worry, I'm going to show you all this with the help of charts so that all of this is very clear to you. Friends, please note it is important that when the bands tighten, when the bands squeeze, it is a period of low volatility. So when the bands tighten, it is a period of low volatility and it raises the likelihood of a sharp move in either direction. तो फ्रेंड्स जब ये बैंड्स टाइटन हो जाते हैं वी विल गेट अ ट्रेंडिंग मूव, हमें एक ट्रेंडिंग मूव मिलेगा एंड इट कैन बी इन either direction. So for intraday traders it is important that we get a trending move. अगर हमें ट्रेंडिंग मूव नहीं मिलेगा तो we will not make money. So it is very important to identify a setup where we can get a trending move. Okay, there may be false moves also when these band tightens before it reverses in the proper trend direction. This we will filter out with the help of multi-time frame analysis. Friends, false move को हम multi-time frame analysis से eliminate करेंगे and we will try to improve our setup and we would try to improve our probability of success. Okay, this is not really important for us because we are looking for breakout trades that when the bands separate by an unusually large amount, volatility increases and an existing trend may be ending. But however, the next point is very important. A strong trend continuation can be expected when the prices move out of the band. Friends, जब price band के बाहर move करता है, it is a very strong trend. And prices can exceed or hug a band or an envelope for a prolonged period during strong trend. Strong trend में क्या होता है कि the price will be continuously out of the bands and till the time it is out of the bands we can hold on to the trade for some good gains. So friends, whatever we have tried to whatever we have understood on this template, the most important point is when the bands tighten what happens and when the bands go out of when the price moves out of the band envelope. Now I will show you all this with the help of some examples. Friends, this is a normal chart. This is Bollinger Bands. As we all know, the upper line is the upper Bollinger Band, the lower one is the lower, and this middle line is nothing but 20 moving average. So this is what we need to plot on our screen. Okay, this is what we were talking about. Whenever we will get a compression, whenever we will get a compression or a tightening in Bollinger Band, we will get a trending move. So हमें दोस्तों खाली ये ही पॉइंट रिमेंबर करना है कि जब भी बैंड्स टाइटन होंगे we will get a trending move. We will use this information and knowledge about Bollinger Bands to make our intraday setup. We are going to use this aspect of Bollinger Band to our advantage because only if we get a trending move we will make money in stock markets. Otherwise we will chop around like it is happening in this area. We don't want that kind of a setup. We want a trending move. Friends, in the next template, you can see this is a Bank Nifty 15-minute chart. Look at the compression here and the trending move after that. Again, look at the compression or a band tightening here and the trending move after that. Other than that, there are two places where the compression is here in the chart and I hope you can see that, but I have not marked it. Look at the compression of the Bollinger Bands here and the move after that. Again, there is a compression, bands tighten and the move after that. Basically, what is happening is these places are places of low volatility. यहाँ पे volatility का एक squeeze हो रहा है and low volatility leads contraction of volatility leads to expansion. तो जब भी ये volatility release होगी, we will get a trending move. So this particular aspect of Bollinger Bands we will be using for our. I hope this thing is clear to everyone. Again, friends, see the thing that we were talking about, that prices can exceed or hug the band for prolonged periods during a strong trend. Strong trend में friend क्या होता है कि prices will be continuously moving out of the band, and till the time it is out of the band, it is a strong trend. So this is the other aspect of Bollinger Bands. जैसे कई बार हम बोलते हैं कि ट्रेड कब तक रखे, तो this some people they do is till the time your bars are outside the band, we can continue with the trade. Okay, so our discussion on Bollinger Bands is over. The next indicator that we are using for our intraday analysis is relative strength index. Relative strength index was introduced by Wallace Weidler in 1978. It is one of the